For breakfast this morning, we're gonna cook some macaroni in soup, and we're gonna have some luncheon meat. This is our favorite luncheon meat right here. Great Wall. You only find them in Asian supermarkets, some of them, not even all of them. Really good. Just got this little key here, put it in, and you go turn, 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 turn. Oh, it's so windy. There are people with campers that cook exclusively outside. In conditions like this, super windy. I wonder how people do it. There's really no way to cook it with fire. This is really strong though, this wind. Ooh, yeah. Ready. Egg is there, yes. We got some egg here.
Mama.
One is for Bobo. Need your spoon. See if it's hot. And I'm cooking myself a spam and cheese omelet. Uh-oh. What's up guys? Today's day 1627 of us living the van life lifestyle. We are a family of 3, soon to be 4, traveling through the US, and we're currently outside of the Goblin Valley State Park here in Utah. This is a day in our lives. It's so windy outside today. You can hear it, just ridiculous. Just non-stop wind all morning. We want to play outside, but I don't think it even makes sense for us to stay outside because the sand's gonna get all over our eyes and stuff. So we're gonna stay inside for a little bit. We're gonna play inside. Spencer's playing with his hot pot kit here, right? And we're gonna hang out inside for the rest of the morning, early afternoon until Spencer takes his nap, and then we're gonna start making our way towards Capitol Reef National Park.
Maple.
Meatball. 4. There's only 3.
3 right now.
We love this hot pot kit that we got from Biddy Bao. There's a really cute little set here with Sasha sauce, a hot pot bowl, a stove, some veggies, oh, and your fish balls, of course, and some little clams. Hot pot. Are we doing hot pot, Spence?
Maple.
Fishball.
Fishball udon? How about fishball udon? With some haha? Ooh, that looks good.
Can I have some siyao? Can you put some siyao on my mask? Oh, good job. Nom, 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 nom.
That looks really tasty, Spence. There's so much dust here. Look at that. 아, 많이 젖었어. It's really, really dusty here. So a little dust. Yeah, so dusty. Let me show you guys this spot that we camped at last night. Really a nice spot, nice open spot here, despite the wind here. And there's a bunch of campers that are camped here. We're really just outside of the Goblin Valley State Park, about 10 minutes away from the state park entrance there. Yeah, it's a great spot here. Views of the mountains here, super private, very secluded, very quiet as well. We had a really good night's sleep here last night. We're making a drive over to Capitol Reef National Park now. It's about an hour and 12-minute drive. Let's get going. Open. We gotta close it. We're here, Capitol Reef National Park. We're making our way over to the visitor center. We'll head inside to do the passport stamp real quick while Spencer is still napping. And then we'll find a spot to kind of hang out for a little bit. We might not go on a hike today because it's still really windy now. And we'll just find a spot, maybe a little bit in the shade, a little calmer, and just hang out for the rest of the afternoon. Actually, Spencer just woke up, so let's go inside together. Do the passport stamp and walk around. Let's do the passport stamp first. You want to give Mama the book so we can do the passport stamp? Okay. Let's check out the exhibits here. It's a rabbit. Does it go hop, hop, hop? It's a rattlesnake.
What is this?
What animal is this, Spence? Owl.
Frog.
It's a frog, isn't it? What kind of frog is it? You want to open it? There's a frog there. Ooh, what is that? This is how the tectonic plates were kind of forcing the uplift here. You see? You can push this up and this will buckle up. You want to see? Buckle! It buckles up. You see? Causing these shapes here. Yeah, it's lifting. Faulting and folding.
Pioneering geologist Clarence Dutton, they knew that the fantastic desert landscapes they saw were not just the result of aridity. A story played out through almost trackless time.
Now, what song did you want to hear?
Dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
So
Yeah. Spencer is really blossoming in his vocabulary. He's saying dinosaur. That's such a hard word to say. Dinosaur. That's a good word. We're making the drive over to the Gifford House. Pretty close to the visitor center here. We're gonna look for a picnic area to just hang out for a little bit. Still a little bit early right now. It's like 4:30. This is the picnic area here. So we met up with a family here that came from Germany. They actually shipped their van over, right over here, this red one. We saw them, was it yesterday or the day before?
The day before.
The day before, yeah, in Moab.
Yeah.
They had some car trouble and we kind of just met up and we met up here again, which is awesome.
And the car is right now.
Yeah. And today's their son's birthday, so they're having some birthday cake and they're treating us with some birthday cake. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Birthday. He's enjoying the cake. Look at his mouth. Spence, are you liking the cake? Yeah. Is it nice? Can you say thank you for them? He's like, no. Can you say thank you?
Enjoy your cake. You're welcome. Enjoy it.
Yeah. You guys got to show us the van later. If you don't mind, maybe do like a van tour.
Of course.
Yeah, after
We
some
never
cake.
did one actually.
Oh,
You guys never did a van
we
tour?
never did a van
Really?
tour. Actually, we wanted to do it when we have
You wanted to
2,000
do it.
followers,
I'm
but
just
Yeah.
we have missed it.
Yeah.
We have
You can still do it now.
Yeah.
You guys have YouTube?
No, we only have Instagram.
Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys definitely show us. We'll do a little celebration with him, huh?
help yourself.
Yeah, we'll do. Oh, that is a cool birthday gift. Wow, that is so cool. Does he have a cool bike? Do you wanna ride a bike too? Do you like the cake? Yummy cake, isn't it? He's got a bike too. Yannick got a bike, and you got a cool bike. That's pretty cool. Hey, nice. We're gonna go around the tree. Like this? So Sasha and Sabrina, they both came from Germany. They shipped their van over. That's amazing. And you guys have been in the US and Canada for the last 3 months now.
Right.
And you've been doing van life in Germany and other countries around Europe. It's very different than here, as you were mentioning to us.
It is, yeah. So yeah, we shipped it in February. We started our journey in February in Halifax, and we crossed Canada from the east to the west. It was really cold, but it was nice. That's what we wanted. So we wanted to have proper winter,
Yeah.
and yeah, we experienced it.
Is your van like made for the cold?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
upgraded it a little bit before the trip, so we have 2 diesel heaters in there.
2 diesel heaters.
Yeah, and we had the insulation in there already, so that was fine. And we also added some heaters for the water tanks. It worked out surprisingly good, and yeah, it was great. It's an experience to see Canada in winter. So I would recommend it to everybody. It's really awesome.
Very cold though.
It's very cold, but everything is. It sounds crazy, but everything is closed. But you're the only one there.
Yes.
So that's the great thing about it.
It's harder to find water there in the winter.
That was
time.
difficult.
Was the same for you too, right?
That was a
Yeah.
little bit difficult, so we went to gas stations most of the time.
Some of them have the water.
Some of them
so-
have it switched on,
Yeah.
so that was okay. Now it's much easier.
Everywhere now.
Now you get
Yeah.
water everywhere. But also the Canadians, they're very friendly, they're open. If you ask them for water, it's like, oh wow, of
Yeah.
course, I will switch it on. They're
That's
really
great.
nice
Yeah.
and supportive. So yeah, that's the story from here.
Yeah.
So what we are doing now is we have crossed Canada, now we're in the US, and we'll do the same, just the opposite way.
Yeah.
So we will end our journey in the east, at the east coast.
So you started in Halifax. What was your path? Like, how did you travel?
How did we travel? We went, like, the first big destination was Quebec,
Quebec,
Montreal,
Montreal, Toronto,
Ottawa, Toronto, then
Calgary.
Calgary,
You went
and all the national parks in between.
Yeah, you mentioned you went to Banff,
Yeah.
Jasper, right? So yeah, Joho.
Or Whistler.
Whistler, then you
the
continue
area
west.
around Whistler. Yeah.
So east to west from Halifax over to Vancouver.
Vancouver was the, yeah,
Right.
and then
And then from Vancouver you went south, or you went back towards
no,
Yellowstone.
we went to Seattle,
Seattle
and from Seattle we went to Yellowstone.
to Yellowstone,
And
to
then
Montana.
we
Did you go to
went-
Glacier as well?
No, we missed
Glacier.
that. But we went to Grand Teton.
Grand Teton. Oh, Grand Teton is beautiful.
Yeah,
It's-
it's very beautiful. And from there we went to Salt Lake City to visit friends.
So Salt Lake City, you went south.
Yeah, from there we went south, and then from Salt Lake City we went to
The Arches.
yeah,
Arches,
Arches,
National Park and Arches.
Canyonlands.
Canyonland. So then we come to here,
Canyonlands to the Goblin.
to the Goblins, and then
Yeah,
here.
and now here.
And now here.
So that was like the 3 months, right? Just from the
Exactly.
east to west,
Yeah.
and then south. About
the
2 months. 2 months. And you got about a month left before you need to ship the van back. Yeah. How much was it to ship the van from Germany to?
Roughly
US.
about 4,000.
4,000.
dollars.
Yeah.
So they calculate like per centimeter or per inch
Of the size of the van.
So we took down the boxes, and if you would like deflate your tires, you would save $100.
Interesting. They don't care about the weight at all.
No, not at all. Well, they measured it,
Just
but,
the length?
but the size is more important.
Yeah.
So,
And you
yeah.
you mentioned you can throw as much.
You can
as you
fill
need.
up the van. So all they require is if they open the door, it's not like piled up
Right.
boxes in there.
Nothing's gonna fall out.
Yeah.
Anything like
So
that.
that's fine. So all the drawers, everything was full up. So that was good. I mean, we had to bring winter and summer stuff.
Yeah.
And also toys, and
All
we
the
had everything
toys.
in there. And so the
Except food.
Except for the food. Yeah.
food is not allowed,
Yeah.
but that's fine.
Makes sense. Yeah. You can't really cross the border with food for the most part,
Yeah.
anyway.
So yeah,
And it was an easy process for you, right? You just like booked it online.
It's really easy. So
we
there,
did it with Seabridge.
Seabridge?
The agency was called Seabridge.
Yeah. Is it a third party or is it a?
that's a third party.
Like a third party.
They will communicate with the shipping company by its no,
Oh.
not the ship, the ship company,
Yeah.
like ACL or something like that. Or, no, OCL. Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
So they will just take care about. They communicate between us and the shipping company.
Yeah.
And they made it really easy. They
Yeah.
have like forms you fill out, and then all the information is there already, and really easy. You will just bring the van to the harbor. Somebody will take it, take pictures, and that's it.
Yeah. And
They
you said
leave.
it took 2 weeks to about
It
2
takes
weeks.
2 weeks to ship from Hamburg to Halifax,
Yeah.
and from Baltimore back is I think 1 day more or 2 days.
Did you fly when the van kind of arrived, or you flew earlier and kind of met up with the
We
van?
arrived a day earlier in Halifax.
Yeah.
And yeah, just spend the day in Halifax, walk around, eat.
Yeah. Wait for the van
Of
to
course.
arrive.
Yeah, and then the next day we could go to the harbor
got
and
it.
then just sign the paper and take the van.
That's great. Yeah.
That was really easy, surprisingly.
Yeah. What would you say the biggest difference is from like van life in Europe, Germany? You mentioned Germany is very strict on
Yeah.
like van life, but what is like the overall like your vibe from Europe versus like the US?
The US definitely more van life friendly.
Is there a big van life community out in like Germany?
Yes, there is.
There is, right?
actually. Yeah. There's quite a big community, but if they have like big meets, they will meet up at campsites.
Yeah.
And otherwise, I mean, of course, people will also park somewhere and stay overnight somewhere illegally. We also do it, but then you can't like go there as a group or meet other van lifers because then it's too obvious.
Yeah.
If there are
It's
many
too big of
vans,
a
then
group
yeah.
and people will know.
So then you will get in trouble. But the community is quite big. Actually, I don't know how big it is here.
Have you done any meetups with people?
We did
You did one
we
meetup?
drove to one just to like
I think it was
To
near
see it.
Munich.
no
Regensburg.
East Germany. But it was we went there. It was interesting, but most of the people who went there, they knew each other already. So they were like a group, and others who didn't knew the group, they were like a little bit outside. So yeah, it was interesting, but a little bit for us a little bit boring.
Yeah.
It was not
So
so,
we had-
easy to get in contact with the other
Yeah.
van lifers. So yeah, we felt a bit like outsiders.
Yeah. Felt like outsiders.
Yeah.
Right.
We had a different expectation of it.
Yeah.
But okay, that's fine.
we're chatting here.
But I think van life here is much easier. It's more
Yeah.
friendly. You can get water everywhere. You can park everywhere. That's amazing. Like the BLM, what you guys have, that's amazing. we don't have that. That's really amazing.
Yeah.
And we have seen so many nice BLM spots already.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like so. Yeah. The landscape is so beautiful
Yeah,
here too.
yeah. And then everything is like all the people who go there are still like separated. You're still like have your privacy. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I wish we also would have that in Europe somewhere.
So you mentioned that you built the van like during COVID as well.
Yeah.
Similar to like
Yeah.
our story.
Yeah.
Like you were probably stay at home and
We're
you were
stuck.
like, let's build something. Let's just go travel.
Yeah.
Like, was it always your plan to travel to America to van
actually
life, or was that like
No,
later
actually
on?
not. Before COVID, we are used to do backpacking.
Yeah.
And then when COVID came, we
Couldn't
couldn't
really
go
go
anywhere,
anywhere.
and this was the reason why we bought the van.
Yeah.
And started this project. And we started with Northern Europe, went to Norway and Finland and Sweden, Denmark, and then so from year to year we are more.
Yeah, we got more into it. Yeah.
We got.
You wanna
more
go further
into it.
and further and, like,
further
let's
further.
explore.
So last year we went to Turkey and this was so cool. I would highly recommend to go to Turkey. It's really
That's van life friendly.
Is
van
it?
life friendly. Yeah.
So Turkey is your favorite in Europe so far. Would you say that?
So far,
So
yes.
far, yes.
Yeah. What other countries have you been van lifing in on the
we
Europe end?
went to Greece.
Greece,
And,
22 countries.
Portugal,
Portugal,
Spain.
Spain,
Portugal, Spain.
Denmark, Sweden,
Denmark, Sweden, Norway, Finland,
the Balkan countries, Bulgaria.
Bulgaria,
Oh, you guys did a lot of countries out
Yeah.
there already.
Slovakia.
Stickers are on there.
I see. Yeah.
So we got 22
Slovakia
stickers.
or Slovenia.
So 22
Slovakia.
22 countries you've already done
up to
in
now, yeah.
up to now. Wow.
And last
Yeah.
year when we came back from Turkey, this ice year begins to
You're planning
the
the US.
planning began with the US and Canada.
Yeah.
Well, I personally, I have a dream. Like, I want to go the Silk Road somewhere
Silk
in my
Road.
life
Okay. With the van.
with the van. Yeah.
And the Pan Americana. You also
Oh, you gotta go.
But that's the second.
Yes, yeah.
That's the second ranking.
second
The
ranking,
number
yeah.
one is the Silk, Road. But with that little guy, we didn't want to risk it. Like,
Yeah.
you're really remote. If something happens to him,
It's very tough. Yeah.
then it gets difficult. So that's why we say, okay, let's do it later somewhere.
Yeah. When he's a
And
little
let's
bit
do
older.
a country which is more safe.
Yeah.
So
That's the same reason why we didn't really want to go to Mexico too, because like
Oh,
you
yeah.
hear things like it's not probably okay, but you don't want to really take the risk.
yeah,
And but yeah, maybe when he's older, we can definitely
Exactly,
go south or something.
yeah. So that
Maybe
maybe someone will do Silk Road. Like that's my childhood dream to drive to Hong Kong.
Yes, that would be really cool, right? Just
So
driving
that's
the.
along the Silk Road. So,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe.
And Sasha is also from Hong Kong.
Yes,
Born in
I
Hong
am.
Kong, which is what a coincidence. It's crazy, right? It's like we just meet up and he speaks Cantonese as well.
Yes.
And yeah. And Yannick is speaking 3 languages, which is
Yeah.
awesome.
I try to teach him Cantonese.
Cantonese as well.
He understands it.
English,
Yeah.
Germany.
Yeah, and they're almost same age.
They're same age almost,
well.
yeah.
Like
That's
4 months.
4
apart,
months,
Yeah.
4 months difference, yeah. And he's got a new bike for his birthday. How cool is that?
Still too big, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. He'll
He'll
grow
grow.
into it. He'll grow into it. This is their van that they shipped from Germany. These are all the countries that they visited. How cool is that? They're gonna clean up and they're gonna show us the van. Go around. It was supposed to be fast. It would be shaped like a brick. That's great.
Somewhere.
That is a perfect sticker there.
So funny. I had to buy it.
Yeah. So this is what year is this van here?
15.
2015. And it took you over a year to build, you mentioned.
Well, yeah,
A little
almost
over a
like
year.
almost 2 years, but it's like a never-ending story. You will always come up with new ideas.
Yeah.
But yeah, after 2 years, it was like usable.
Usable.
already. So
Start going on trips and stuff.
we went to our first trip to Finland with it
Yeah.
after 2 years, and like that's when the basics were working. already.
Everything is good.
Yeah.
You have solar up there?
Yes. I
How
do.
much solar do you have?
That's 300 watts, and
300
that's the third time I have solar on there. Before I had twice we had the solar foils glued on the roof, but 2 times they broke after a few years, and the companies replaced it, and then we glued it on it again, and then I got fed up.
So you just
Like,
went with solar
It was
panels.
always like 100 bucks for the glue and stuff and the work.
Yeah.
And I've got fed up and I put normal solar panels
Yeah.
on it, and that's fine. They
Still working
work
good for you.
They work fine, and we had glued them before because we wanted to have more like stealth mode. But then I started with the tires and that stuff, so now it's
Just
there's no stealth.
you got
anymore.
storage box up there as well.
Yes, and there's no stealth anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have a lot more nice van stuff
Do we?
to buy. Yeah, like those windows, we don't get them in Europe.
These windows here.
Yeah, and we only get them with the little window, sliding
Yeah.
window.
They have a lot of really innovative stuff now,
Yeah.
especially for van life. Like the back window also has like the little window that
Yeah,
you
I've
can
seen
open.
that. Yeah. We also don't get that. And when we visited that company who sells this net, that guy also showed me like the new stuff.
Yeah.
It was a company called Vantech, I think.
Vantech. Yeah.
And they had nice stuff.
All right, Sasha's gonna show us their van.
So, yeah,
All right.
let's get inside.
I'll come inside. Let's take off our shoe. You wanna
No,
go
you can leave them on.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm just used to taking
You're
typical Hong Kong.
right.
So yeah, that's our small, tiny little van. So we got our swiffing, how do you call it?
Swivel. Yeah.
Table.
The lagoon table. Got a nice sitting area up here.
Yeah, and we can make a bed out of it.
Yeah.
So, you know what? It's awesome.
It's
Yeah.
a cool sitting area, right?
Yeah, and usually I sleep here, and the other two guys sleep up there.
Yeah.
So we have more space for everyone. Yeah, that's my hobby. Besides building the van, just doing it, making it a little bit smarter.
High tech stuff.
I take stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
can't deny it.
It's always good. Yeah.
And then we got our cooking area.
Induction cooktop here.
Yeah.
You got your sink here with some nice plants.
And dirt in there.
Yeah.
And yeah, we got our fridge down here. And we got a second fridge down here actually. So this one we can also set it cold, like set it to minus 20 degrees
Like
as
freezer.
a freezer.
Yeah.
But we usually just use it as a second fridge. Yeah, a lot of storage for the kitchen and also storage up here. Everything's full up. And then we got for
The sleeping
clothes up
area.
there. Yeah, that's the sleeping area for the other tools. That's the separate mattress which comes in the front for the third bed. And yeah, there's enough room.
Yeah. They sleep side to side?
Yeah.
Side to
They
side?
both sleep there, side to side, and I'm sleeping in the front also, this way. And we got our little bathroom right here. It's a shower, and you can move this up,
Ah.
and
So
then
you get
you
more
can
room.
pull out
Oh,
the
yeah,
toilet.
the toilet's
down
over there. Yeah.
It's a, how do you call it? A compost
Compost toilet?
Compost toilet.
Yeah, yeah.
So it also lasts quite a while. So yeah, that's it.
How much water do you have in the
We
in the van
have 125 liters. That's what, 30 gallons.
30 gallons
roughly,
around?
and 10 liters of warm water. And
Do you have a hot water heater? Like electric?
an electric boiler.
Yeah, 10
which
liters.
has 10 liters. That's enough for two people to have a quick shower or one big long
Right.
shower. And yeah, everything is electric here. We don't have gas.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's too complicated in Europe. Every country has different gas connectors.
Mm.
So as soon as you leave your country, you will have to buy adapters and stuff. So we
it
didn't want to
simple.
have that. So
But you mentioned you have 2 diesel heaters.
I have two diesel heaters. So
Are they connected to the van's tank?
Yes,
or are they
they are.
separate? Yeah.
no, they're connected to the van's tank. They're here, both control panels,
The
and one is like heating this area, and the other one is blowing.
this
to-
one, right? That's
Yeah.
one of the registers here?
and the other one is blowing to the back.
Yeah.
So we
Interesting. I never heard anyone get 2 heaters. Usually one heater is sufficient to
one
heat
is
up the entire
fine,
van.
But the last one, we had one in the beginning, and it started to have like make trouble a little bit.
Yeah.
And of course, it started when it was cold. So
When you need it most, that's when
you needed it
things
the
don't
most,
work.
it started to make trouble. And then since we already had the idea to go to a cold country, and now it was Canada. We said, okay, let's upgrade it, and
Yeah.
we have more than enough heating power, so you don't need to like have that in mind or be afraid of cold.
Yeah.
And 2 heaters are great. They're really great. So
Yeah.
I would recommend, if I would build another van, I would do it the same way, because you can have like 2 different
Dual
heating
zone.
areas,
Yeah.
like 2 different temperatures, and it's a good feeling if one breaks down. that
Right.
there's- Your journey won't stop there. You can still go on,
You got to back up there.
and I think it's a good idea. So
Yeah.
I would do it again,
Yeah.
rather than having one big powerful. Rather take 2 smaller ones, and you're fine.
Yeah.
So I think that was a good choice, at least for the way we travel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's up there?
Yeah, that's another window. So
Oh.
those are boat windows. You can just open them like that, and
Yeah.
then we have those easy
You got a bug screen right
box
here.
screens there, and we can make it darker. And for Canada, I had cut out these for installation because it was Canadian winter.
It's
So
too
it was
cold. It was very cold.
Yeah, those are boat windows. I mean, the main difference between boat windows and the camper windows is the price, of course, and the camper windows usually have 2, how do you call it, two classes with like air insulation in between,
Yeah.
and those are just a single
Ply.
glass, but they're fine. I mean,
Yeah.
in Canada they froze from the inside, but also all
From
the
the
other
moisture, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
and also all the other windows froze from the inside. So
Yeah.
I don't know if it would make it big difference. The big difference is you can walk on those.
Yeah. These are thicker, much thicker. Yeah, I never really seen anyone use boat type.
Yeah, but
windows
my
here.
thought was like, if it's for a boat, it has to be waterproof.
Right, 100%.
So I figured, okay, let's try it, and they look nice. They're nice and flush.
Yeah.
I mean, I messed up this a little bit. I'm not 100% happy with the result of the wood, but
It works.
it works.
That's the more important thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got more storage up here as
that's
well.
for little Yannick. All
Yeah,
his stuff in there.
His stuff is in here, and you got more storage up top. And you got the blinds here to
Yeah.
block off privacy
And then we also have a
insulation.
blind for the outside.
Yeah.
And yeah, and all the electric stuff is stored under the front seats.
Yeah.
So we got batteries down there. We got 2 inverters.
2 inverters.
Yeah, one also like the heaters thing.
Yeah.
So if one breaks down, you still have another one.
Smart, yeah.
And under the driver's seat, I have all the, how you call it, those controllers for like booster, the solar panels,
Yeah.
all that stuff is down there.
Underneath,
tri-
outside?
Under
Or-
the driver's seat.
Really? Oh, on the driver's seat.
inside, yeah.
Okay, you were able to fit everything down there. That's
Yeah,
great.
and there's still space, so I
Yeah.
might upgrade some more.
Yeah.
Some more useful or useless stuff.
Yeah. How much battery do you have on board?
Those are 2 lithium, ferrum, whatever, life pole.
Life pole.
Yeah. That's 560 amp hours.
Oh, that's great.
So
That's definitely enough, right?
that's definitely enough. Plus the solar panels, plus the boosters we have. So
Mhm.
that's why everything runs electrical here.
Yeah.
So,
You mentioned booster. That's like the alternator charger, right?
yeah.
So
So
when you're
I
driving.
also got 2 of them.
Yeah.
So I can charge with like 60 or 70 amps
Okay.
while driving.
Yeah.
Plus the solar panels, so we can go up to like 85 amps
When you're driving, that's pretty
while
good.
driving. That's more than enough.
Usually recharge most of it, right?
Yeah, well,
when you're driving.
since the weather is good here now, we didn't use the alternator anymore.
Yeah.
So the solar is enough.
That's perfect. Yeah.
That's totally enough.
That's great.
Yeah, and then I mean, a van is an ongoing project, and what I built in before we came here, I also built in a floor heating. So we
Oh, you
also
have floor heating as well.
Yeah.
Oh, we want to build that into our new van, hopefully. But that's
It's
nice.
it's so nice.
Is it?
It is. Especially in winter, you come in here and it's
so
warm,
luxury.
cozy.
It's so warm, yeah.
It's better than a hotel room.
Yeah. For real, I agree with you. Oh, let's not touch that. Nice.
Yeah, so right now we're at a point where we run out of ideas.
Yeah.
What
What else to upgrade, right? I'm thinking about adding a dishwasher to the new van.
Yeah, we got a small one at home, but I don't know where to put it.
Yeah, it's very hard to.
But what
fit
we
it.
got, what we have got, and what I actually, we left it at home, and I miss it, is a laundry machine.
Laundry
a small
machine
one.
too. Oh, really?
It's a foldable one.
Yeah.
And we didn't bring it because we thought, okay, in the US there are laundry shops all over.
Right.
But actually, I miss it kind of, because it was easier. Like,
Yeah.
you just do it here and then hang up the clothes.
True.
That's a nice extra, especially with a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All this. Usually, the most clothes you have to wash is their clothes.
Exactly.
Yeah. Awesome van, right, Spence? You like the van? You got a lot of storage. I'm investing in the back as well.
Yeah, we can have it.
Sure.
like that.
Yeah.
And of course, I mean, I'm an engineer, so I also have like
Oh.
we can close. It's
That is so
my
cool. You
wife
can close
always
it.
says that's like nonsense,
But it's these little things that like
it's
you
a
can.
playground for an engineer.
Yeah, exactly. That's awesome. Yeah, it's like I think one of the most satisfying thing with vans, like you can be so creative with like
Yeah.
little things. Like you won't do this stuff for a house. Like,
No.
You can
don't
have
have-
fun with some of
You
this
have
stuff.
don't have time or
No.
whatever. And also like this, we can dim it and yeah,
It's great.
and also this system. I mean,
Yeah.
I can also connect with my smartphone to the system.
Yeah.
And we just thought about, actually today when we were driving, we will also add one of those screens in the front,
Mhm.
so you can, while driving, you will also see everything.
Oh,
You can
really?
see the battery health and all the stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, we
That's
wanted to.
that looks like a nice system though. Like the interface looks really clean.
Yeah, it's a Raspberry Pi, and
You
there's
program this yourself?
yeah, I did it by
Really?
myself. And the main board and all the circuits are down here, and it's also redundant. So also if this breaks down, there's still switches, and we can still keep on living in here.
Okay, you got to talk to me a little bit more about that because I seen some screens. They look pretty good, but I don't think it looks as nice as the one that you have here.
Yeah, well, it's not. I'm not finished yet, so the temperatures, as you can see, they're nonsense. They're not working yet, and
Yeah, let's leave that.
yeah, and then you
You
can
see the
have
fresh water. Yeah.
switches here. You can switch on the floor heating, for example. and
So
stuff.
everything is controlled. This is the control center
Yeah.
for everything.
And I actually also had the heater on connected to it here,
yeah.
but this is the system for the heater. I programmed it that it depends on the inside temperature, of course.
So
you
it's like
just-
automatic.
Yeah, so you just set
Ah.
like 22 degrees, and this will take care about it.
Yeah.
But since the inside, like the temperature sensors don't work, this also didn't work.
Yeah. In time you'll fix it,
So
of course.
in future I will fix
Yeah.
it. But
This is
right
the
now-
coolest. Yeah.
it's working so far.
Is this your proudest part of the van?
Kind of.
Yeah.
It was a lot
setting
of
it up.
work, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm happy with it.
I think people are gonna want to buy this from you once they see it.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Of course, there's also like further menus. I didn't finish them yet. Like this is the Victron stuff.
Yeah,
I'm getting
all
all
the
the
readings
data
of-
from the
Yeah.
Victron, but I don't know if I will leave it in there because I don't see much sense in having it.
Yeah.
I've just when I was working on it. Okay, I'll just put everything in
Yeah.
there, and then let's see what at the end what you will need or not.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah, I'll reduce it to the minimum.
And then you can always check on your phone if you need
Yeah.
to, right?
So on the phone you will see this. It's a website basically. So if you're on this Wi-Fi, you can just open it
Connect it. Yeah, that's great.
up. And this is also the famous. It's a lagoon.
Lagoon table.
But it didn't fit, so I had to re-weld
Oh, you
it
welded this to make it
Yeah.
fit.
because I've put it on the back of the rear. How you call it? The back side of the seat.
Yeah.
It's like I've mounted there, and then I had to.
I never seen anyone do that. Like just weld it to make it fit, right? That's the cool thing about the DIY van. You can
Yeah.
just make it work for your scenario. Yeah. You want to play with food? Yeah.
And this here is I use this. I will put it here and then put the table on top of it and then the mattress.
Ah,
This is the bed,
gotcha.
and this is the third seat if we're having dinner
Yeah.
inside.
You're gonna
I'll
sit
just
here and eat
there.
here.
Like the other two sit here and I'll sit there.
Yeah.
We'll just swivel the table around like this, and then there's enough space.
Yeah, that's a great size for a table. Yeah, is it cool? It's cool, right? What's your biggest challenge when you were building this?
I like to challenge myself, so my challenge for this van was not to see any screws. And I don't know why I do that, because I make my life difficult, but
It's
at
the
the end-
aesthetics, right? It matters.
yeah, at the end, I mean, you don't see any screws. That was my biggest challenge.
Yeah. Yeah, we had to use a lot of pocket screws and
Yeah.
and just try to do everything possible
Yeah.
to avoid showing. I've seen some vans people do like just the screws, like
Yeah,
so bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I've a different sense of, I don't know, quality or
Yeah,
something.
right.
And the biggest, in general, the biggest challenge was actually getting those, like, every piece was different. I guess you also experienced
The curvatures
because
of the van.
the form of the Sprinter is not,
Oh,
it doesn't stay the same.
yeah. Let's not pull that, Spence.
The van is like this, and from the back to the front it gets narrow.
Mm-hmm.
That's terrible. It was such a hard work.
Yeah, it definitely is. The curvatures are the hardest to do right and like flush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I started with one, and then I made a template out of paper, and I thought, oh, easy, okay, let's do all of them, and then I cut all of them, and only one fitted. That was frustrating. So, yeah, in the end, it took like days to get all those correct.
Yeah, it definitely takes a long time for a build. I feel you on that.
Yeah, and you're building another one,
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work.
but it's worth it.
It's worth it at the end of the day.
Totally.
It's like because you're living in a place that you build yourself, and it's like that
It makes
feeling
you
is
proud.
It's very proud. Yeah. It's like you feel very proud of an accomplishment that
Yeah.
you've done, and
And
you
if
get to
everything
enjoy
works
it.
great, then you, of course you're proud.
Exactly. And you know how to fix everything. Anything that
Yeah,
goes wrong,
yeah.
you can fix.
You know exactly where the wires are.
Right.
Yeah, that's a big point, and you can do it like you want. Like if you buy a ready-made one, it's always a compromise.
Yeah.
Because you won't find one that matches all of your wishes.
Yeah.
That's why we built one.
Yeah. We're kind of the same.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah.
Outside use.
outside power switch.
Yeah. So you can just put it on.
little things, right?
Little things, yeah. That's my
Someone was driving by and just gave us 2 little cars.
nice.
One for Yannick and one for Spencer. Which one you want? You want this one? Yeah. Isn't it cool?
You want to switch? Yeah, on the outside you can also see.
Yeah, you added this. This is like a, what do you call that?
They call it snorkel?
Snorkel?
Something? Yeah.
For the engine to like get
Yeah,
more
we
oxygen.
went to Sweden and they had flooding and we drove through and the water wave like went over the hood
Yeah.
and it like sucked in a little bit water, and then after
Yeah.
that we said, okay, let's
Let's get a
put
snorkel.
this on, just to be safe.
Interesting. And you got a bar light here
Yeah.
as well.
The engine is also souped up a little bit,
Yeah.
so got a little bit more
Yeah.
horsepower.
Car seat up there
Yeah.
in the middle. And this is their trunk here.
So
You got the chains here,
it's a
just in
huge mess.
case.
We got the water system here, like the water tank
This is where you fill.
I fill up here. Also got a outside shower here,
Mm-hmm.
and below that you can't see it, but down here there's the water boiler and water filter system and the pump.
Mm-hmm.
And this is like a rack. You can pull it out
Yeah.
to here, I think, and then you can access everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a huge mess.
It's ours is worse.
That's how it looks like when you travel.
Yeah, you got all your shoes, everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
because you're coming from Europe. I mean, you want to have as much as
Yeah,
you need.
that was difficult because we had to bring like all the winter stuff and the summer stuff.
Yeah,
So
double the
we
amount of
put
clothes.
everything in those gray boxes in there.
Yeah,
And then we just swapped them. When it got warmer, we just switched all the clothes.
yeah. Well, you guys are brave being able to kind of do this type of trip from Europe over to America.
Yeah, yeah. That's what we want to do.
Yeah.
So we did
You're living out your dream, you know, even
Yes, we are.
braver than most people, even just doing van life, even us.
Yeah. Go to Canada in winter.
Winter in
It's
Canada.
amazing.
We got to build a van that has floor heating, and then we'll be more comfortable.
But it's so amazing.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah, we definitely want to
It's
go back
worth
up
it.
there in the wintertime. You guys good?
Let's go.
Let's go. We're making our way over to a BLM land, free parking, free camping area with our new friends. we're gonna meet up over there and we're gonna play a little bit longer, hang out for a little bit longer. By the way, this park is called Capitol Reef National Park because of this dome-like mountain hill here. Looks like a dome of a Capitol building. And Reef because millions of years ago, this place was underwater.
See you later. See what I see.
With a
Wait, I spy with color.
There's a fire pit here too. Stay out here. This is a pretty good spot. What do you think, Spence? Let's put our shoes. Yeah, let's put our shoes on. This is a pretty good spot here. What do you think? It's pretty good. Got some nice views here.
I was actually trying to fly.
Where is it?
I don't know.
Somewhere in the sky. It's so windy. Try to block the wind. Super windy today. It's probably climbing everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. You want to play with Yannick? Hi, Yannick. I'm just gonna cook something real quick inside and then we'll reconvene because it's really way too windy outside. Gotta make some dinner. Oh yeah. Very picky right now, right?
Oh yes.
I think it's the age.
It's the age, yeah. Nice, Ben. Coming back up here? Is it windy, Spence?
Yeah.
It's really beautiful out today. Look at the sky. Sorry, no beef. Just pork and chicken. Sausage. Yeah, I think tomorrow's gonna die down.
Oh.
Yeah. You checking out the van, Spence? Yeah.
Is it nice?
The same.
But the lifestyles.
Or Chinese, and when Sasha is not around, then I can't ask him if it's Chinese or not. I don't know all the words, so sometimes difficult.
What a cool day meeting a family from Germany with a child that is almost the same age as Spencer and is also from Hong Kong and speaks Cantonese, and that's incredible. What are the odds? We've been just hanging out with them this evening and it's actually really late now. It's like 11 something. Spencer still hasn't slept yet and yeah, they're camping right next to us. So tomorrow we'll be meeting up with them in the morning again and hanging out a little bit. Yeah, so that's it for this video. Tomorrow we are going to be doing that and then gonna go get some pie over at Capitol Reef. That's kind of what we're thinking. Apple pie. That's going to be really delicious. So we can do that. And then we're going to make our way back to Salt Lake City for our flight in, what is it, 5 days? 5 days back to New York. So if you guys want to keep watching, hit that subscribe button so you get notified when the new video comes out. And if you enjoy watching this video, smash that like button so they can spread out to more people. We really appreciate you guys watching. We'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Spencer. You want to say bye-bye? Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.